Welcome back into the Coaches Depot. This is going to be week 2 of our picks. We appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and hit subscribe for us. Join us in our football conversation. We got 6 games we're going to get to this week. Pick our winners. Comment in the video below. Tell us what you think about these 6 games, or if you got some winners or sleeper pick this week. Hopefully everybody is doing well with those so far. First game, Arkansas, Oklahoma State. The Fighting Mike Gundy's out there. Go ahead. Go ahead on this. I'm going to let you go first on this one.
Oklahoma State.
Okay, I was going to say Okie State too because of the running back and
Ollie Gordon's a man child. Ollie Gordon's a man child on offense for Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State looked good against the team last week, South Dakota State, who I think could probably beat Arkansas. So, and you weigh all that in. I'll go with Oklahoma State. One quick thing also too. These picks that we're doing until probably week 3 or week 4 are just going to be picking teams. I'll let you guys know when we get into the going against the spread and the over-unders and the totals.
Mucho dinero time. All right, next one's a big one, and it's an 11 o'clock kickoff, the old JPP spot. It's on Fox. This is Texas going up to Ann Arbor. This game probably would have been a little bit better last year, just the fact that Michigan had so many people back last year. They're answering some questions, had a little bit closer game, and I think they probably won with Fresno State. Sark's going up there with all of his weapons and all of his motions and eye candies and all that good stuff. I don't like picking against Sark that much at all, unless they're playing Bama, which got me last year. But going up to Michigan, Michigan still has a very good cornerback, the Johnson kid. He'll be a day one NFL guy. Defenses still have some playmakers, but not as much as they had last year. A lot of respect for that program, that what Harbaugh did up there at least. But with all that being said, I'm taking Texas, taking Sark.
Yeah, road game for Sark and them, early kick. Supposed to be beautiful weather, so I don't think that'll have an effect. I'm going to go with Texas too. I watched a little bit of Michigan this past weekend. That game was a lot closer than what that final score indicated. Michigan got a couple, 2 or 3 late turnovers there. No offense to you Michigan guys. Michigan, I don't see it with them this year. I just don't. Sark going up there, Sark with that playbook. This thick. I can't even show it on my screen. But yeah, Sark. We love Sark here on the channel. So yeah, I'll take Texas.
Yeah, I think most realistic Michigan fans would probably say anywhere from 7 to 9 wins would be a very good year.
Also, too, Texas at least 2 scores, at least 10 points.
Yeah, but like I said, 7 to 9 would probably be in a Michigan's fan realistically would probably be a good expectation this year. Just the way their schedule sets up, who they play, when they play them, and how their offense progresses throughout the year. Next up's an SEC battle. We have South Carolina going over to Kentucky. Now, Kentucky didn't play a full game last week. It got stopped because of weather. Southern Miss. I think Southern Miss's coach had a great quote about they, still getting paid. So that's a good thing. They still got money to go up to Kentucky. South Carolina, they got a couple quarterbacks up there, very athletic. Kentucky's just solid. They're going to play tough. They're going to play physical ball. South Carolina did lose a couple people in the portal. Kentucky gained a quarterback. I'm going big blue here. Give me Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this one except for South Carolina is a very, very bad football team, and I'll take Kentucky.
All right. Next up, we get the Coach Prime Invitational going to Nebraska to play. I'm trying to remember the last time Colorado and Nebraska played because I think they've been in different conferences. I don't know if they played last year at all. But Coach Prime's taking his team over to Nebraska for a game. Tough place to play. Nebraska's got a young starting quarterback. He's a 5-star kid. He can sling it a little bit. So in this situation, I'm going to lean toward the better quarterback, which is Shedeur Sanders, and the best playmaker on the field, Travis Hunter. And the offensive line did look a little bit better for Colorado. In their defense, the team they did play, it's hard to prep for. The North Dakota State team is not a joke. They're a good ball team. So I'm going to go with the Buffs on this one and coach to get it done here in the second game of the season.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against you here. I'm gonna take the Cornhuskers, man. Matt Rule, I think he's got some good things going there. Black shirts are back. Raiola, the quarterback that was committed to Georgia that flipped over to Nebraska, Watched him some last weekend. Dude's got a great arm. He has a good pocket presence. All his passes were on point, the ones I saw. Decent running game for Nebraska, and their offensive line is massive. So give me the corner. Give me the
All
corner.
right. So that'll get us back to our in-state schools that we talk about quite a bit on here. The Cal Bears going over to the Plains to play Auburn. Auburn is a just ridiculously tough place to play because things happen there that normally don't happen anywhere else. Hugh Freeze dropped 73 points last week with the team they played, Alabama A&M. I'm not sure. I got to look. I don't know what Cal did last week. I don't keep up with them too closely. But in this matchup, the better running backs on Auburn side. I'm not sure about their quarterback on Cal's side. We know what Peyton Thorne is. I think Auburn's got more playmakers. Like I said, difficult place to play. Give me Auburn.
Yeah, I'll take the Tigers too. If this was a neutral site game or at Cal, I would take Cal. But the freshman receivers showed out last week for Auburn, even though they were playing Alabama A&M. Peyton Thorne actually completed some forward passes, which I thought was a good step in his development as a ninth-year senior. Still the only guy on Auburn old enough to rent a rental car legally. But yeah, give me Auburn. Auburn will take this one at the Voodoo Stadium. Give me the
Yeah, that
Tigers.
one, that one was close last year. That one was in Cal. That was close. So our last game hits us up with Alabama and South Florida. Dedication of the field to Coach Saban for the game. Since Alabama played so terribly last year, Tyler Booker sat out. Milroe didn't start. So you had like a hodgepodge. We had a lacrosse kid that started at quarterback for us. So Alabama at home, under the lights. I think a 6 o'clock kickoff there. By the time it gets a little bit darker there, I think KD, DeBoer's going to start slowly putting in more stuff that Jalen's comfortable with. I think Ryan Williams scores again somehow. They'll find a way to get the ball in his hands. That will give him 3 touchdowns. So that'd be something good to see for a young kid. But I do think he finds a way to score. He's electric. Give me the Tide. Roll Tide.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Alabama too. Going to be a very emotional night there at Bryant Denny Stadium. Dedicating the field to Coach Saban. The players on the team remember what happened last year when they played South Florida. They remember the couple weeks after South Florida. I don't think this one will be close at all. Like I said before, I'm expecting at least 30-point win. So yeah, I'll take the Tide, and congrats to Coach Saban on getting the field after him. The best to ever do it. The GOAT. Nobody will ever top him. I don't care what anybody says. And you know the way we feel about Bear Bryant, but give me Coach Saban any day.
Sounds good. Well, guys, we appreciate you stopping by for the picks. Let us know in the comments who you are taking.